our views on the news, folks. The first thing I want to talk about is what I would consider a business expansion opportunity. Did you all see the address to the nation by our president recently?
Absolutely.
The State of the Union?
The State of the Union. Were you excited by what you heard with all of that talk of us small business folk?
Well, you know what? I really was. I was actually writing while he was talking, because I multitask a lot, and I sort of had what I was going to say in my head. I wasn't writing about him. I was writing about something else, and then all of a sudden I stopped and started taking notes based on what he was saying and added that in to the article I was doing, because I think there was a concerted effort by the White House to get a lot of small business people in the audience and to say small business matters. To get beneath that, every president says small business matters. So we'll see if they actually put into action real change behind the words.
I sense, Scott Gerber, our Gen Y guy, some skepticism.
I have to say, and I said it on Fox earlier this week, that I do believe Startup America has what it takes to start to really reinvigorate the economy. However, a lot of the things that some folks are saying, Carl Schramm is an example, who's one of the folks that's in charge of the initiative, along with Steve Case from AOL, Carl obviously being the head of the Kaufman Foundation. One thing that everybody keeps talking about is high growth entrepreneurship, and that's vital to the economy and economic recovery. At the same time, though, I didn't very much like the fact that we're still in this world of a lot of the old guard telling us what's best for us, making a blanket statement as such. I still think that there is room for, youth entrepreneurship and small business entrepreneurship that's not necessarily the next billion-dollar business, but that we have to focus beginning on the little guy as well. The little guy is still making up a tremendous amount, maybe not the amount of a high-growth opportunity like creating clean power, but at the same time still making up a huge percentage of job growth in the United States and beyond. So I would just say we have to also keep in mind that Startup America and other government-sponsored initiatives really need to focus on the little guy as well.
I kid you not, viewers, that Scott Gerber said to me before we did our recording today for you, if we talk too long, just give us a signal somehow. I didn't know how to give you the signal on that one, but you talked a little bit too long.
Is that like reflexive?
Our marketing maniac is just dying to say something. Scott McDonald at LegalZoom.
Well, I'm dying to say that this could be our signal.
Ooh.
Not really. I'm always absolutely intrigued with Mr. Gerber, what Mr. Gerber has to say. But here's my disagreement slightly, in that I loved what President Obama had to say. The truth of the matter is, if it's something positive for the economy just in the short term, that's great. But I think it has some long-term implications in terms of innovation, not just because the Internet has lowered barriers for a lot of companies to start, but also because a lot of these companies are going to be kind of fighting for share of customers that are already kind of owned by existing companies. The only way they do that is through innovation and trying to be disruptive and change the game. So from that standpoint, we get new, better businesses, products and services out of that.